Hello and welcome to the HieroCast, episode 55. My name is Garv. This is
Heather.
Hey, we're back. This podcast is going to be really short because, again, we just have too many things going on. It's hard to
Too many things, and I think last week, which is our big problem, was microphone issues.
Yeah.
We had all kinds of issues with
Still
that.
have them. Still
have them, but it's a better solution now than what we were doing, so...
Yeah, I don't know. Man, it really sucks. This whole microphone business. If anybody out there knows like a good mic, good set of mics to use on Macs.
Oh yeah, I will say Macs.
Yeah, please let us know because I don't know how many mics we've gone through. I think we have like a graveyard of mics that we've tried, and they just don't sound right. And so in the end, we just have to get rid of them, and it really sucks a lot. So yeah, it really kind of bums me out. I'm bummed. So yeah, anyway.
It is what it is, right?
So yeah, last week there was no podcast because of that, because I thought we could do better. Got some new mics, and they don't work with Macs, even though the packaging says we work with Macs. But I'm telling you right now, I've used it on every Apple thing in this house, and I have yet to find it works on anything. So yeah, I guess that's a no-go on that. So yeah, whatever they said, totally a lie. So yeah.
Not the first time.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I mean, I understand that, Macs have that problem where they need the TRRS plug, which has the thing. Anyway, yeah, it needs that. They need those kind of things to work. I get it, but if you're gonna tell people on your advertising that it works, it should work.
I agree.
Right? I mean, right? Right?
You think? But
right?
Alas.
Yeah. So before we get started, actually, a little bit of housekeeping. So somebody wondered why we have two channels. So there are two channels. To be honest, originally when I first started this, we had the HieroGraphix channel, and that's the channel that you're watching right now. This is the channel that had all of the HieroGraphix Game Journal videos. If you go back and you look at HieroGraphix Game Journal, if you look through the history, there are tons of them. In the old days, what I would do is they would release some company would release a new video for their game or whatever, and then I would throw it up on the HieroGraphix site as rehosting. Mainly because at the time, usually back then, a lot of them didn't have it on YouTube. They would just release them as MP4s or whatever, AVIs or whatever, and so then I would just take them and put them up. Of course, in the age of YouTube, now everybody has their stuff up there, so there really isn't any reason to do that. But back then, that's what we did. So therefore, we had all of the HieroGraphix stuff. HieroGraphix stuff, though, is separated because the HieroGraphix stuff is anything that is related to talking about nothing and video games. So anything that's like video games in general, not connected to OMC at all, goes on the HieroGraphix channel. So that's why this is the HieroCast, and that's why we're doing it on the HieroGraphix channel, because it's the HieroCast and we're talking about games. Now on the other side, we have the OMC channel, and that was made once we started our Kickstarter all those years ago. I didn't have a place to put it because OMC stuff has absolutely nothing to do with HieroGraphix stuff. I mean, I guess they kind of maybe do.
They sort of, kind of, but OMC is like its own little thing. That's where we're making games.
Yeah, that's the development side. That's the owner of this HieroGraphix. So that's like the parent, and then there's the HieroGraphix underneath that. It just makes it easier for us to filter things, so we don't have the OMC site clutter with a bunch of some video that Ubisoft put out, and it's on the OMC site, which has absolutely nothing to do with that. So we separated them out, and so that's why they're two channels. So depending on what content that you like, you can subscribe to this channel or that channel, or both.
I know you can make like video lists and stuff, but I don't know, that just becomes too much of a a thing. It's much easier, I feel like, for one channel doing one thing, one channel doing another.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just how it worked out. I mean, I guess if I could go back, I probably would have handled it a little bit differently, but it's too late. You know, they already got enough stuff on them. I'm just going to let it roll. So, yeah, if you're watching this, then you're watching the HieroGraphix channel. And HieroGraphix channel is where we're going to do all of our general news things and industry as a whole stuff. Mm-hmm. You're going to get that here. So if that's what you're interested in, that's what you want, this is your place. If you want to know more about game development, the products we're making, things like that, then you want the OMC channel. That's what they do over there. That's going to be that thing. So anyway, I wanted just a little bit of housekeeping because somebody asked about that, and I thought maybe it would be a good idea to just kind of explain how that works as to why we have two different things. It doesn't really matter to me. You can follow whatever. So subscribe, ring the bell. So yeah, subscribe. But also, if you're listening to this, it doesn't matter because it's just a podcast and that's the way it's going to show up for you. So, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm sorry for wasting 5 minutes of your time talking about that when you're probably going, what the hell? I'm fragging supposed to be listening to fragging podcast talking about some BS.
Skip.
Yeah, right. It's like skip over. So there'll be some numbers down below. If you're watching the video, you can skip to the meat of this. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, just that's how it works. And so if you have comments or anything, you have any questions, please drop them down below, and we'll read them and answer them as they come in. Unless we get too many, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. So yeah, we'll just answer questions as they come in. So if you have them, drop them. Not your pants. I mean, comments in the yeah.
Wow. Okay, moving on.
So yeah, this particular episode is not going to be long at all. I'm going to try to keep this thing under 30 minutes because, well, first thing is I didn't map this out. Normally I have a list. We're going to talk about this news point, this news point. And usually I have a list on how that's going to work, and then we just kind of work through that. But in this case, we're not going to this week, mainly because we're starting it late because this is Tuesday, and we should have done it.
It's almost 10.
Yeah, and so yeah, I think it's probably just a good idea to make this relatively fast, and then next time it will be normal because I think we're gonna record on Sunday, and so we'll just record on Sunday, and because that's usually when we do it. So we record on Sunday now that we've kind of got our mic situation kind of set up.
In table.
Yeah. Got a nice little table here. We're not just sitting in space. It's good. I like it. But anyway, yeah. So we got some new things, and I think this will make it a lot easier and a lot simpler, to be honest. Because before I had it hooked up in some weird way, so some sounds going over there. We don't have any of that. It's simple, easy.
Our own sound.
Yep. It's easy, simple, easy. Yeah. So anyway, this episode we're going to mainly talk about something that I guess in the internet, a lot of people are talking about, and that is the lack of Nintendo announcements.
We touched on this last time.
Yeah.
But I mean, we are still going on. There's still no announcement.
I don't know what's going on with them, to be honest.
Animal Crossing, and then question mark, right? Christmas? I don't,
Right.
I mean.
I have no idea. I've never seen them go this long, without anything. I mean, I'm totally shocked. I've been telling everybody we live in the crazy timeline. Not the darkest timeline, the crazy timeline.
Well, I mean, is there, it's not like we can even get third-party developers to say, hey, look, we're making, because Nintendo has a stronghold on the announcements.
Well, on the big announcements. On the little ones, yeah, they don't care too much. I mean, you read a little indie like me, they don't care about it.
So, I mean, what does this mean?
I don't know, man. You know the thing is, and I'm going to go off the rails a little bit, but I really, 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 really want PSO2 on the Nintendo Switch.
I do too.
And
However,
so,
I don't think...
the thing is, I find that Sega wouldn't make that announcement outside of a direct, which means that I want a direct mainly because what I want is I want Sega to announce PSO2 for the Nintendo Switch. And don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Right? Don't get me wrong. I know the Xbox One version they had their beta a couple weeks ago, whatever, and I don't have an Xbox One, so I couldn't play, and I was really bummed out about that. But, I've been trying to play the Nintendo Switch version of PSO2 for a year now? Mm-hmm. And every time I log in, every time I get in there, I'm amazed at how beautiful it looks and all that. But the game is streamed from Japan, and it runs like ass. Like it totally. We have decent internet here. Like, it's fast, but I cannot play that game.
It's not like Japanese internet though. Let's be honest.
I know, but still, I want to play PSO2.
Oh,
and so that's why. See, the thing is, my issue with lack of directs is that, yes, we're going to get small indie guys, right? Small dudes are going to announce stuff because they're not going to tell you, no, you can't do it if you're just some generic indie like us, right? We're just some generic schmoes. They're like, you're just a bunch of schmoes. We don't really care about that. Whatever you're going to do, dude, it's all good, right? But if you're Square Enix and you're talking about, hey, guess what? We've got Final Fantasy VII Remake for the Nintendo Switch. They're not going to just let them announce that whenever, right? They're going to be like, whoa, dude. Hold that for a direct. Like, we're going to do it then, right? Because that's a big announcement. That's something you save for those big events where we need like a megaton, and we go, boom, there it is. People go, woo, mic drop. What I'm saying? Like, that's a time when you're going to do that. But because we don't have a direct means that none of those things have happened. Like, okay, so I want a few things I want. I want PSO2 because PSO2 is fragging amazing. I play it on PC. It's fragging good. Awesome.
Well, it's
Love
PSO, so let's be honest.
But I also want the Kingdom Hearts collection. And there's no reason for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and 2.5 is it? No, wait, it's 2.7 or 9 or something. Like, it's not 2.5, it's like 2.9 or something. Anyway, some silly thing. Anyway, there's no reason for those games not to come out on Nintendo Switch. They just frankly came out on the Xbox. So we're not getting those announcements outside of a direct. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, we're not getting any announcements because how long have we gone on now? We should start a countdown at the bottom or something.
Like how many days?
How many days it's been since the last direct. And every time we do this, we should be like, oh, and the counter is...
Boom, boom, big old text, yay. Yay. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, it's really fragging annoying that this is something that we have to deal with. Like, I just thought, like, after all this time, they would have just had the stuff nailed down, and we would be, at this point, we would have been like, oh yeah, we already know what's coming. But that's the thing, like, after March, so after Animal Crossing, we have no idea what's going on. They have not announced anything themselves after Animal Crossing. Now, we know that Xenoblade Chronicles
but we don't
Extended
know when.
Edition, what's it called? Definitive Edition? Remastered Edition? I don't know. I think it's Definitive Edition, right?
I think it's Definitive.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to post it on the screen. Like, you can see it. Like, that's what it is.
As a correction.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's a Definitive Edition.
That sounds right.
Right? But the thing about it is, they don't yet. Like, we don't know when that's coming out. Like, they haven't even announced a date for that.
We don't know when any of that's coming out.
I know.
Anything.
Yeah, and so since this is Tuesday night, at this point, there hasn't been a direct announced. Now it's almost 10, so usually it's announced sometime on Tuesday because you get Tuesday, then you got Wednesday for people to go, ah! And then you have Thursday when it comes out, right? And when it happens, like usually in the morning. But it's Tuesday, it's pretty much the end of Tuesday, and we don't have anything. So, like, I'm going to go with, unless something happens in the next,
2 hours?
Yeah, well, hour and something. Yeah, but after we do this, like, I guess they could do it tomorrow morning, I suppose.
Well, I mean announcement-wise.
Yeah, I mean, they could announce it tomorrow morning and be like, "Hey!" But I don't expect much.
They would. Well, I don't know. People might be mad because they don't have the time to speculate and.
No, you think the YouTube dudes aren't going to have a video? Oh, they're going to have a video 10 minutes after that announcement of a direct. And you can bet.
Actually, it won't even be that because they'll live stream it.
Right? No, I mean, as soon as Nintendo posts on Twitter that says, hey, direct on whatever, I guarantee you all of the YouTube guys worth their salt will have a video within the next 30, 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. Even if it's just a little simple thing that says, oh my God, did he announce direct? Even if it's that simple. Hell, we should even do it. We should have on the HieroGraphix channel, we should be like, guess what?
It's coming with like...
Right? What's that video with, what's the dude's name? Politician guy where he's going,
I know, that's what I was thinking, but I can't.
And they're like, it's happening. Like, I think it's a meme or something.
That's what I was saying when we put the GIF here or something. It's not wrong meme.
I can't remember the guy's name. Ross Perot.
There we go.
Yeah. It's so funny. I think it's Ross Perot.
No,
I could be wrong.
I thought it was someone different, but...
I mean, either way, you know which one we're talking about. Like, if you've seen memes, you've probably seen that one. Yeah, well, if you perused old gaff, then you probably have seen that all the time. Like they usually post it when something happens and we don't know what it is, but we suspect that they're prepping, and then you'll see that GIF get posted. But the thing is, I just find it really, really, really crazy that we've gone all this time and there still isn't a direct, and and the thing is, like I said last time, I don't even care that there's no direct for me personally. I don't even care. All I want is them to announce some stuff. And I want them to take the shackles off of everybody else. If they're not going to do a direct, then I say let this be the Wild West. You can just announce whatever.
Yeah.
Come on, Square Enix, give it to me. I'm ready.
Is your body ready, though?
I don't care about that. Just bring it on. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm ready for them to just announce some stuff. Right? Just do it. But then somebody else that I know pointed out, well, maybe there's nothing. Maybe that's why there's nothing, is because there actually is nothing.
At that same time, though, that's a bad strategy.
Well, I mean, the thing is, what if they really don't have anything to announce? Like, the reason they haven't announced anything is because they have nothing.
Then unshackle everybody else so that something can be announced.
No, I'm talking about literally, there's nothing. Like, Square Enix doesn't have anything. Ubisoft doesn't have anything.
That would sound like bad planning, considering how methodical they are about this.
Well, I mean, maybe they blew the wad early, and then now they're at this point and they go, well, we.
If nothing else, give us news about Xenoblade. Then at least that's something versus nothing.
Maybe they don't have enough for a direct. I mean, I'm playing devil's advocate because I don't believe that they. I find it really hard to believe that Nintendo would blow everything up into for the first 3 years, get to the this year, and then go, oops, we blew everything. We didn't spread it out. We have nothing left.
Yeah.
It seems, it just seems really unlikely.
Yeah.
But hey. Stranger things have happened.
That's true.
Strange things have happened. Maybe ultimately they don't have anything, and that's why maybe nobody's making anything, because everybody else is getting prepared for
the new systems.
Yeah, they're getting prepared for PS5 and Xbox Series X, and so now they're like, Nintendo Switch. we got nothing for that, or maybe a lot of stuff got pushed back. Like they had a bunch of announcements they were going to make, and then those games got pushed back internally, which means that ultimately they had nothing for the first part of the year.
It still would be nice to know something, give people something to work with. We have Animal Crossing.
I just, like I said, we live in the crazy timeline. This is the crazy timeline. This isn't even the darkest timeline. This is just the crazy timeline.
It's something.
Because I find it really hard to believe. But I think the thing that bums me out, honestly, is that I don't have anything to look forward to because I'm not playing Animal Crossing, so that doesn't mean anything to me. So for guys like me, what do I have? I mean, if luckily for me, I have a PlayStation 4 and PC and stuff. So I got stuff. I mean,
you have backlog too.
I mean, I have systems to play. It's not like that. It's just that I really love split controllers, and I know somebody's gonna be like, dude, get the fuck out of here. But you know what? I don't care. I love split controllers, and therefore, that's why I play everything on Nintendo Switch, because you can just lay around and just play like this.
Or how I used to do it was like on the Wii and Xenoblade, I'd be laying down.
Yeah, right.
It's all good.
I mean,
I make it work.
I love that, man. And so therefore, I want more Nintendo Switch now. So yeah, but I don't know what's going on with Nintendo, but whatever it is,
it's got to get fixed. It's driving the internet insane.
Oh yeah. Like I think, you know what? The best part of my day is waking up, wearily walking over to the computer, because I just woke up, I'm all groggy. Hit the space bar on my keyboard, wake my computer up, load up GAF or Reset Era. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Both of them are the same. And so, like, hitting that and then reading people's comments about the lack of a direct. The thing is, some of the things, I think we've seen like the 3 stages of grief, or was it 5 stages?
There's 5 stages of grief.
Yeah, the 5 stages of grief. I think we've seen it all. Like, I think we're at the acceptance stage now. But it was funny just reading, like, as this thing goes on. Like, it's just so crazy. And in the Discord, like, man, it's always like somebody has to say, no direct. Because we don't have any direct.
Please understand.
It's just so funny, man. You would think that, people just, they would just accept that maybe Nintendo don't want to do them anymore. I mean, there is that too.
If that's the case, just say, hey, we're getting rid of directs. At least just be honest with people.
Or maybe they're doing focus directs going forward, where they're just going to talk about that one thing, like Animal Crossing or Smash or whatever.
At that point, release the floodgates, let everybody else announce what they want to announce, because this isn't going to work out.
Yeah, don't hold it for E3, just announce whenever. Like, that's what I'm saying. So Square Enix, if you're watching this video, which you probably aren't, but if you are, please, don't wait for Nintendo. Forget them. Forget them.
Forget the ninjas, too.
Yeah, don't worry about them. Think about your players. Think about your fans. And go ahead and announce Kingdom Hearts collection for Nintendo Switch. Just go ahead and do it. And I'm sure my fellow Kingdom Hearts fans and, everybody who really loves that series will be more than happy to accept that announcement. So please, Square Enix, please do this. Think about us. Think about us low people on the pole.
Think about the fans.
Yeah. Don't worry about Nintendo. If they're not gonna do directs, don't hold it. Just let it go. Just let it go. It's okay. It's okay. Really. So that kind of, I think that's a good segue into. Yeah. So thinking about the rest of the year. What are you looking forward to? Because if Nintendo hasn't announced anything, we're already in March. We're getting into the early part of March. Still don't have any idea what they're doing outside of Xenoblade. Bunch of games got delayed in the early part of the year. So it's been kind of a weird 2020. So yeah, what are you looking forward to?
Animal Crossing.
What?
Animal Crossing.
Huh?
Animal Crossing.
What?
To be honest, though, PSO2 would be amazing. I don't know if we're gonna see it. I mean, that would be amazing. I blame the Dreamcast for getting me hooked. It's the Dreamcast's fault.
Sega, please.
Xenoblade Definitive Edition. You know how many times I've beaten that game. I want to see the new stuff, but at the same time, like, maybe.
I want to see everything
I
want to see everything when it's in HD. Like,
I do too, but at the same time, I've beaten that game so many times. I'm like,
I'm not a graphics guy, but
I probably will.
I'll
probably go play it again, beat it again, because that's me. That's who I am.
You know the funny thing about that is one of the guys in my Discord, he was saying that he wants to be able to romance Melia.
Oh.
He's like, she got a bum rap in the last game, in the original, so they should just go ahead and just let her be happy. Yep. I'm like, she's screwed.
You're just, I wish you had choice, but you don't.
She's so screwed.
Sadly.
I mean, don't get me wrong, because did they have her in one of the pics in the trailer? So, maybe in the end, they'll let you choose. Like, you can go Fiona or you can Melia, you could choose. Maybe they'll do that.
That would be interesting to actually have a choice this time.
I don't think they're going to.
I don't think so.
I think Melia is screwed. She's screwed. Yeah.
Yeah. Not literally.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she's not getting any of the shulk. That's true. So yeah, I think it's pretty funny. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, that's something. I mean, the thing is, I'm not super hyped for that.
I'm not,
and mainly because I feel like I've already played it, so it's not like.
Well, yeah, but I'm more curious about seeing it in HD. I mean, let's be honest. We played the game, and I love the game, but those textures were a little bit muddy.
It's so weird.
In his Shulk's face, like, I can't burn that from my head.
I think I love the fingers, like they're like what is it like that, like two fingers are together, and then, it's like that, like a lot of the NPCs don't have like all their fingers. It's funny.
I can't unsee some of that stuff, so I would like to burn some HD version of some of that stuff in my brain instead.
Yeah, I mean it'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I'm before somebody says, "Yeah, Garv, you're just being a hater." I'm not being a hater. I'm actually excited, but it's a game I already played, so it's not like it's a new thing. Like, I already played that game, so But
I guess the exciting parts will be the new things that they skipped out the first time that they're putting back in.
Yeah, it's true. True.
So there's that.
True. But the only problem isn't a lot of that stuff like mid-late game. So like you'd have to, because didn't they say one of them is part of the Bionis or whatever?
Why are you not getting that far in the game anyway? If you're gonna play, you might as well go all the way.
Hey, hey! I've been meaning to do that with Dragon Quest XI, and I haven't been able to do it yet.
You haven't even beat Xenoblade yet, though. The first one, so.
Oh, that's true. I played it like 3 times.
You've played it, but he watched me play it initially, and then I beat it, and then he was like, "Okay, cool, I don't have to play it." I'm like, "You should still play it."
Well, okay, all right. There's one issue, and that is anime plots. Like, sometimes, like, okay, love me some Japanese games, love me some manga. However, sometimes the plots are just like, oh my god.
Hey, if I can sit through it, then you can sit.
The thing is, there are just a couple of spots in that game where I'm just like, okay, man, my yeah, there's just a couple of spots, and I think I've stopped in the same spot like every time.
Well,
like
that sounds like me in Final Fantasy VIII. Every time I play it, I get to the same spot and then I quit.
Well, it's
and
like me in Tactics, like it's Final Fantasy Tactics. Same.
Oh, is that the one where if you don't save?
Yeah, that stupid boss. Like I get all the way there, and I never have beat that dude. Like I've never gone beyond that part.
You never beat Tactics?
No.
So then when you watched me play, you watched the ending. Holy crap, man! What the?
Yeah, I've never gotten past that part. Oh. Like that part was, it gets me every fragging time. Like the thing is, I think it's because it's so much BS.
It is.
That at that point, it's like I think I can handle it. You get to the point where you convince yourself that you can actually handle it, but when you get there, you find out that you actually can't.
That's okay. So the first time I played on the PlayStation, I didn't know about this shit. I got there, and then I didn't save on the outside. I saved every step. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing myself a favor. I was like, I am not replaying this game. That is not happening. So anytime afterwards, at some point I went back to it. Anytime afterwards, I save on the outside, and then I'll just replay the innards if I have to, because that's some regular BS right there. But I always go leveling before that because that is some great.
That fight is just such a pain in the ass that it just saps my soul. I never could get beyond it. And there's a lot of that too. Like there's just some games that I think I can do it. Like Final Fantasy VIII is another one.
No, I can't. I literally get to that point and I stop, and then I think back to it every time, and I'm like, oh my god, I actually stopped at the exact same place I did the first 2 times. How does that happen? It's the game.
Yeah, I tried. Like there are quite a few games that I tried, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it. And so yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles is one of those. I get to this one point and it's just like, okay, I can't deal with it. It's just too much. And so I put it down. But the thing is, I put it down with the idea that, all right, I'm just going to calm down because that part is just...
You never go back, though.
And then, I know, exactly. Like, I never go back. Okay, so like Dragon Quest XI, same thing. I got to this one spot, beat the guy, like, dude kicked my ass like I don't know how many times. Like, I got past that point. I was feeling pretty damn good. I got past that part. You get to this other... You go to this new town, you get a boat, you go to and when I get to that place, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the story at that point, I just roll my eyes. Like every time something happens, like I played through that first part, like of that story, like I don't know, 4 or 5 times maybe. But like every time I do it, my eyes just start rolling around, and I'm just like,
and then you have to pick them off the floor.
Then I'm like, I can't do it. So like I put it down, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come back later, right? I'm gonna come back. I don't save. I just come back because I don't want to forget what happened, even though I probably should save after that point. But basically, it's like I put it down, and then I just decide I'm going to come back later. But I never come back later. So I think I must have done that one part like 4 or 5 times at this point.
There's one game I did that with, but I literally was never going back to it, and that was Donkey Kong Country.
Oh yeah, you want to ever see her get frustrated as hell? Yeah, that game. That was her. I want to throw the controller across the room.
I didn't literally do it, but I wanted to so bad. Like that game actually made me the most pissed I've ever been with a video game. I'm literally at the last boss, and there was so much BS. I was like, no, I'm done. And
it's so
I thought maybe I'll go back to it, but then I was like, no, I'm not going back to it. So I'm literally right there. But
and it's funny too because we didn't pick up
Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, the Wii U one, because that was the Wii one, right?
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country Returns, right? Yeah, like we didn't get the second one because
I was like,
nope.
I was like, nope, you burnt me once, I'm good. I don't need another $50, $60 game to get to the last boss and literally rage quit. Now I'm good.
Dude, that's why they put in what's that dude, Funky?
Oh yeah, Funky. Yeah,
they put in Funky
but
specifically for you.
At that point, won't you give us difficulties? Because I don't want to play baby mode. Funky is like baby mode. I don't want to play baby mode, but give me hard or normal or easy. Sometimes I just want the story. I'll play easy if I just want the story and don't want the BS to go with it.
Right? Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, they really, really, really went hard on that game. They went hard.
I think the only other game that got me that mad, but I did beat, was Donkey Kong Country 3. What is it with the Donkey Kong countries? I
don't know. They kick your butt. That's all I know.
There was the lightning level in 3 because I rented it, and I think I did throw a controller across the room with that one. But I ended up beating it, and I beat the whole game like in a day or something, and I returned it. I was like, nope, good. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't like that frustration. That's why I don't play platformers. I don't play platformers. They're not my thing. It's not me. So yeah, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, man, we totally got off topic. Man. But you know what? I don't care. Actually,
I will say I don't
care because actually, to be honest, like thinking about the future, I don't really have many options. Like I think I want things that haven't been announced already, yet. Maybe they exist. Maybe they don't.
Maybe they don't.
Yeah. So like, but I am going to pick up Half-Life Alyx, and actually, I'm going to try to do some kind of let's play of that. Like, I want to actually try it, like stream me playing that game. Like, I just want to try it out just to see what happens. Like, if I do it
for giggles.
Yeah, I've never done it. Like, it'd be kind of cool. Like, try out that game. Like, that game looks cool. Like, I like VR. VR is a thing, right? So yeah, be kind of cool. So yeah, I've been thinking about that. But outside of that, Xenoblade, there really isn't a whole. Trials of Mana. I'm gonna get that just because girls in skimpy outfits. Hey, I'm totally down. So I'm down for that.
Sounds like him.
Yeah, I'm down for that. But yeah, outside of that, man. That's why I want Nintendo to fragging announce some stuff. Somebody fragging do it. Like, I'm not going to get Doom, like Doom Eternal. Like, I have no interest in that because I played Doom 2016. And, yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel like Doom. I mean, I guess maybe it is to me. But I bought all the Doom collection, the other Doom games. Oh, man, fragging love them. Doom 2, especially with double barrel shotgun. Yeah, that's
so what do you think? I'm thinking we're just gonna roll right to E3.
Right. Yeah, that'll be Nintendo's announcement, like E3, and that'll be so basically that would be them forfeiting the first half of the year and saying, you know what, yeah, we don't even care, like
off
whatever.
The table.
Yeah, the first part of the year, we don't care about that. Let's just roll right into we're just gonna throw everything in the second half of the year. We're just gonna phone in the first half. I hope they don't do it. But I have, at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if they did. Like, I don't think they're going to, but I would be surprised.
I hope not, but I feel like that's the rate we're going.
I know. It's funny, too, because one of the guys I know, he made a joke about them going all the way to E3 with no direct.
I've been saying that for a while now.
But you know what? At this point, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I mean, I've been saying that as a joke, but I mean, let's be realistic.
Right? So that leads us to our last thing that we wanted to talk about, and that is, I said in the last podcast that we did that if they didn't do a direct or announce something or whatever, then we would give something away. To be honest, I was kind of joking at that time, so I hadn't really thought about it seriously. But now that we're actually going into this thing and we don't have anything, so I think maybe it is appropriate to do some kind of giveaway of something. I don't know what. We're going to think about it this week. And then on the next podcast that we do on Sunday, we'll have the details ironed out and the thing that we're going to give away. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not rich, so it's not going to be anything amazing. But, just a little something that we're going to throw out there for...
What do you think about the thing I mentioned before?
I don't know. I can't even remember what that is. But let's talk about that, and then we'll get back to it next week. And if we go with that, then we'll go ahead and do something and give it away. And I'll even go so far as to say that every week that we don't get anything, like they don't announce anything, we'll give something away. Because, hey, why not?
What's there to lose?
I mean, if Nintendo's not going to give anything, then you know what? We'll give something. Yeah, Nintendo, Square Enix, Sega, they don't want to give us anything.
Those ninjas, man.
They don't want to give us anything. Then yeah, we'll give something away. We don't have like crazy viewers, so I don't imagine this being a thing. But who cares? We're gonna do it anyway.
We'll have fun with it.
Yeah, we'll do it anyway, right? So yeah, every week that they don't announce anything, we'll give something away. So the next podcast, episode 56, then we'll in that episode we'll go ahead and announce like what it is and then how you can win.
Mm-hmm.
So
sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, on that note, I guess we should just go ahead and wrap this up. It's already gone a little bit longer than I expected. I was only expecting like 30 minutes, and we're already 40 minutes in. But I told you we wouldn't have a problem filling.
That's because Chatterbox here. Just saying.
It's not me. It's the ninjas.
No, it's you. Definitely you.
So anyway, yes. So anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in, and we appreciate you guys being here with us, being silly. I know we're not the most focused podcast out there, but you know what? We only do this to have fun, and if you're having fun, then we're having fun, and it's all good.
That's all that matters,
right? That's all that matters. That's all we're doing is we're just sitting around having fun, talking about some silly stuff. So yeah, feel free, join us next time, and we do appreciate you guys joining us and commenting and everything. And so remember, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. And matter of fact, if you don't like it, click the dislike button. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Like, dislike, it's all good. So yeah, remember, like, dislike, comments. So, on that note, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot, and peace out, people.
Johnny.